Alright guys, so I'm using a mic mini that I just got into another helmet. I'm hoping the audio sounds alright. We shall see. It's always a little bit of a guessing game whether or not it records the way I want it to. But we have not a GSX8R, which was Suzuki. We have this little guy, which is a GSX8R. And as you see, a pretty bike nonetheless. And we do have this little throttle lock, Atlas throttle lock, and that's what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to show you how it works. I can do another video on the install process, which is super simple. I got new grips, these Pro grips. You see it's not sticking, still got throttle control. But we'll get into it when we get on the bike and get rolling. So the GSX8R, a bit more comfortable bike, and I don't know. We are still seeing if this is a good move or not. I got 488 miles on the bike. It has a full Akrapovic exhaust. It has the stage 2 D&A air filter. I didn't flash the ECU yet because apparently you need to do some block-off valve modification with that, and I'm looking into it. So as of now, just trying to break it in, even though I only broke it in lightly and then I just kind of hammered on it. So that's the way it goes. I've been watching some videos on engine braking, and it seems like it's not super necessary to break these things in. They're pretty bulletproof. Gotta wait for someone to cross the road. Wave. My neighbor and her doggy. Okay. It's hot out today. Bad air quality. I'm just gonna do a quick little blip on the Atlas throttle lock. And these things, this is a 2025 GSX8R, and it does not have cruise control, and I am aware there is an electronic cruise control option, but you know what? I didn't want to get that into it, and for under $200, I can throw my affiliate link in the comments below. This thing is super easy to install. There's just a couple little things that may be a little confusing, but you really don't even need to look at the instructions. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and I just got comfortable enough with what was going on that I knew I can do it, and I did it, and it was pretty darn simple. And it works. And I even installed new grips. These Pro grips require the number 1 spacer that comes with this Atlas throttle lock, and the stock grips require the number 2, a little thicker spacer, so you're aware. But let's just go ahead and cruise. I'll do another video on this bike and my thoughts on it. It's definitely not as exciting as the 1000R. I think my next bike is going to be that 40th anniversary 1000R. I really miss it already. But let's just go ahead and focus on the throttle lock and talk about it. And there's that. So say we're in the rural, we're taking a little road trip. I got my little Nelson rig bag on the back, and we just don't want to beat our wrist up. We want a little relief from constantly squeezing and opening, shutting the throttle. We just want to relax for a second. And just so you know, guys, little sport bike track gear sticker. I don't know who put that up on the truck, on the stop sign, but anyway, represent. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Super easy to install. The only thing I had to do is cut off a little tab so this thing got a better grip on this little vice clamp locking mechanism, and it doesn't do anything. It's just part of the mold. I talked to Atlas guys, and they were really helpful. They got him on the phone, and he sat with me for like 45 minutes. Super nice guy. And there's that. So whenever you have a company actually go out of their way to help you out and get you sorted. That's super awesome to me. So as you see, we got totally normal functionality. We can twist the throttle, open it up, and let go. And right now we don't have it engaged. This little X is the cancel button, if you can see that. The little X, and the bottom one is what engages it. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this. So we're going to go ahead, let's go into fourth gear, go into fifth, and now I'm going to depress the bottom button, boom. And I don't know if you could see the speedo, but it is going, here, let me push this down a little bit. It is going down a little bit. So all you need to do, I talked to the guys over there, if you just roll on the throttle, whoop, that's rolling off the throttle. Let me start that again. Things never go as smoothly for me when I'm doing these videos. So I'm going to go ahead, engage it, press, and try to be, you know, like not moving the throttle when you go ahead and depress this bottom button. And now we're at 60, 61, so it's climbing a teeny bit right now, 62. So all I'm going to do is roll off the throttle with it still engaged a teeny bit. That was too much. I'm going to roll on a teeny bit, and that's all you have to do, and it locks in perfectly, basically. Again, I think it would be different if I wasn't talking and doing all this, but you can see it's kind of staying around 55. Now it's decreasing, so let's go ahead. I don't know if you can see that, but it is losing speed. So let me try one more time. Fifth gear. You got to really make sure you push in the button too. So I'm at 57, push it in. There we go. It's losing speed a little bit, and I'm going to roll on the throttle a teeny bit. And it should stick. Go figure, it's not doing what it normally does, which means working pretty well for the video. So let me try to just go ahead and roll on the gas a little bit. Okay, so it's set at 58. Can you see that? And it's going down a teeny bit, 57, 56. So I don't know why right now, 59. But the key thing with this is I don't necessarily need to disengage it. I can just roll off the throttle and disengage it, which is a great safety feature. So in actuality, this thing isn't really locked, it's just engaged. So I can engage it by depressing that, which pushes this little tab against the throttle casing, or I can cancel it by hitting this button or just rolling off the throttle and then canceling the button. So if there is something that happens emergency-wise, you don't have to freak about doing anything. Just roll off the throttle like you need to and call it a day. So let's try this again. Fourth gear, probably would shift in the fifth. Engaged. And right now, it's at 58 miles an hour. You can maybe see 57. And it's staying pretty consistent. 56. But it's giving me the ability to relax my hands, to chill. I mean, of course, you still want to be paying attention, especially if your speed is decreasing or increasing a little bit. But for the most part, it's hanging right within where you want to be in a cruising kind of mode to get you time off the grips and a little relaxation. So, patty cake, big cruise man, bake me a patty cake, something like that. And we'll just kind of cruise. Let's go through the turn no-handed. Whee! And that's that. So you see it works, and for under $200, big deal. You got to fuss around a little bit with it, but then I just go ahead and depress it. It's disengaged, downshift, cruise. And you can still ride it like you want to ride it. So it doesn't get in the way of anything. It's very minimal, if you can see. So super streamlined. This is always a cute little tight turn, but there's always gravel and stuff over here. So that's kind of the gist. I mean, really, if you're just cruising and you want something that's easy to install, literally takes 5-10 minutes. You just go ahead, hold the grip like I am, depress the bottom button, and if it starts to lose acceleration, twist the throttle a little bit to roll on the gas, and it should get you to where you want it to be and kind of hang right in that area. And if it loses anything, it loses it very slowly. And it definitely gives you time to take a break. I get it, it's not complete cruise control, so it's not going to be maybe total precision. And sometimes I think you could actually take some alcohol and maybe make this a little abrasive where the contact patch is, because it may be slipping a teeny bit. Okay, we're in corn country. Maybe we'll go this way. Nice open roads. Got a railroad track. These are small little rural towns. Oh, okay. Corn country. So we're going to be doing 65 in 5th gear. Depress it. Let's see where we're at. It's losing a little bit. I'm going to roll on the throttle. Now it's at 63. I don't know why it's losing a little acceleration. It usually sticks pretty darn precise. Go figure with this video. Okay, I better put my hands on the handlebar for this. So right now it's staying at 65. My hands off, as you see. $67, and we're just cruising. 65, so big deal. It fluctuates a couple miles an hour. For something that's super minimalistic, you can take on and off in 5 minutes and take it to any other bike you want to. I think it's totally worth it. So Atlas throttle lock, again, now that it's engaged, if I want to, I don't have to do anything other than roll off the gas. You want to ideally disengage it at one point, but it's not crucial to brake or do what you need to do, which is a great safety feature and mechanism about the Atlas. It's actually not locking to where you can't get out of it without depressing a button. So let's go ahead and cruise a little bit more. I don't know what else I can talk about. Definitely not as fast as Suzuki. I'd have been doing 165 right there. But it's going to be a lot safer than Suzuki because it's not going to get me into all kinds of trouble. So again, depress this little button. Boom. I could shift if I want. There we go. I'm in 6th gear. No clutch anything. Downshift if I want, even though it's still on the gas a little bit. I think ideally downshifting with this quick shifter, you want to be off the gas, at least on this bike, because it's not amazing. But then you just go ahead and hit the X button and just kind of cruise. So if I'm doing this real time, cruising, stopping, maybe getting in, you know, I'm doing 80 to press it. It's losing speed, so I'm going to turn the throttle a teeny bit. And now I'm basically at 69.70, and it's sticking there, as you can see, I hope. So it's pretty darn good. Atlas throttle lock for the win. And again, now that I can, I'll hit the X button. It will get off the gas, downshift, ABS on this guy, so I'm not going to be able to do a stoppie. And it's really weird though, the brakes are kind of weird, but that's a whole other video. So, hoping this helps, guys. Atlas throttle lock for the win, super easy. I'll put a link in the description of my comments. It will help out the channel. And that's it, guys. Aloha.